I'm Frankie, and welcome to today's Auto Dojo Quick Hit. 3 minutes, 1 skill, 0 excuses. Let's go. As introduced in episode 38, the Wheel of Life is a really effective and impactful life diagnostic tool. The 8 wedges that show key areas of life where we carry strength and where we have divots that will make your ride get really rough when life speeds up. Today, I'll walk you through a rapid diagnostic that you can do now and 3 high-value targeted actions that fix the biggest deficits fast. First, the initial diagnosis, which we did in episode 38. Draw the wheel, score each wedge 1 through 10, then connect the dots, and then color in the middle. If the shape of your wheel is bumpy, your energy and decisions are probably hit and miss, and therefore your outcomes are probably inconsistent as a result. Second, the pattern. Where are your dips? Low-scored love or friendships, you probably experience emotional drain and feelings of isolation. Dips in health and fun or hobbies, well, chances are you experience mental and physical energy crashes. Perhaps deficits in professional or finances, well, that leads to reactive pricing and discounts, poor processes, and probably low CSI. Or if you have low personal mission or spirituality, you might experience aimless, unfocused, or unmotivated work. Then finally, the rule. Fix 1 wedge at a time. Small shifts compound. And what you focus on gets the energy, and that energy is what produces results. A pretty common pattern I see are individuals who plotted their wheel and scored low in finances and in health. And once they automated a certain withdrawal into savings each week and scheduled a couple of workouts, even just a couple of 30-minute walks each week, over the next few weeks, they consistently shared that their energy and focus had improved. First, default discount strategies decreased, their paychecks increased as a result, and overall, their CSI scores lifted. Small personal changes, big professional results. In fact, one general manager I've worked with over the last couple of years really dialed in focus on these 2 areas at the beginning of our work together, and he has transformed that store with his increased energy, focus, and yes, his positivity as a result of the incredible impact that both of these areas have had not only on him, but the culture and productivity of his store. He has lost almost 100 pounds and has taken his store from the bottom of CSI and close to the bottom in sales to number 1 in his district in both, and in contention for top awards for his manufacturer in the entire country. That is the power of the wheel. But it also takes your commitment to do the work and stay focused. So do it now. If you haven't done so already, right now, draw your wheel and plot your scores in each of the 8 wedges. If you have already done this, go back and rescore, especially if you've been working on it over the past few weeks. It will only take a couple of minutes and you can follow the graphic that you see here on the screen. Then circle the lowest wedge. Write down 3 high leverage actions to elevate this low scored area. They can be little things or big things. So for example, first, to stabilize your energy, schedule 1 90-minute peak block for calls and follow-up and defend it. This protects your highest leverage and productivity time. Or perhaps to stabilize relationships, do that nightly 10-minute check-in once for 3 nights this week. No phones or screens, short, real, and consistent. Then perhaps to stabilize your cash, automate 1 savings transfer this week and every week. Even $50 makes a difference because financial security kills desperation and default discounting. Now pick one of the 3 micro actions above and put it in your calendar for this week. Snap a photo of your calendar block and drop it in your team chat. Why is this important? Because small, consistent changes turn a bumpy wheel into a rolling wheel, but without awareness of where your deficits are, the wheel is driving you instead of the other way around. Trading one tiny habit for another gives you steadier presence in store, on the lot, and honestly, in every area of your life. It also protects your margin, reduces burnout, and creates an overall much higher level of life satisfaction. So go take action, keep the customer first, and go dominate your floor. I look forward to serving you in the Auto Dojo soon. To receive future episodes of the Auto Dojo Quick Hits every week, please either click the button below or scan the QR code, and we look forward to seeing you in the Auto Dojo soon.